In this video, I want to show you 7 features that I absolutely love that I built into this DIY and luxury chicken coop. 1 year ago, I built this DIY chicken coop, and I had a lot of inspiration and experience in order to get to this point. But now I'm ready to show off these features which make maintenance so much easier, so much simpler, and my chickens absolutely love it. For the last 5 years before I had this chicken coop, the coop was actually inside of the shed, back when I didn't have as much stuff to store. But now with family, 3 kids running around, I needed the space, so I decided to boot them out of the shed and into their own chicken coop. And this area you see here was actually their old chicken run. But since they now have pretty much this whole area back here to use as their free-ranging run, I decided to take advantage of the space and turn it into their new chicken coop. The first feature that's completely underrated is having amazing nesting boxes. And one thing that I did is leave it covered. So if I'm out here in the elements, in the rain and the snow, which is honestly most of the year, I don't have to worry about getting drenched when I'm getting into the egg hutch here. Oh, this is Georgie, and she's our broody bird right now. You see her buffing up there, keeping those eggs safe. And we actually put some eggs underneath of her. So hopefully they hatch within the upcoming weeks. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned to see this update. But as you can see, we've got a beautiful layout of 5 nesting boxes here in a really easy to open system that I just use with a gate latch. And if you have problems with predators, you can easily throw a carabiner on that to lock it up so that way they can't even get into it. But it makes it really simple to collect the eggs. My kids come out here all the time and grab them by themselves. So it makes this experience so much more fun and enjoyable for everyone. One thing that I did, and we might actually see in the future, is I made all of these walls removable. So I can actually just pop these out. So let's say for the situation I have a broody hen who is raising her young chicks, I can make one nesting box bigger so that way they have plenty of room to separate themselves from the rest of the flock. And one thing that I took into consideration when I was actually designing the size of the nesting boxes are using these nesting pads from Eaton Pet and Pasture. They're absolutely amazing, completely compostable, and in a situation where I've actually got a broken egg right here with some eggs around it, I can easily remove these nesting pads, throw it into the compost pile, and then take a new one out of the box and put it right back in. And it makes maintenance really, really easy. The second feature is having an automatic chicken coop door. And for almost 6 years, I actually didn't have a door on my chicken coop, but there's a story behind this one. We noticed that our chickens' eggs were getting eaten. We had some remnants left behind of what were the eggs. So we knew something was getting inside of the coop. And also, the chickens just wouldn't go into the coop at night. So we knew something was completely off. And then one day, one of our indoor-outdoor cats actually brought a possum into our house. My wife wakes me up in the middle of the night one night. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning. She's like, Phil, there's a giant rat in the bathroom. So I go in there expecting to find a rat. And I was like, oh, it's a cute little baby possum. But that's when it clicked. And after that moment, I found this automatic chicken coop door that you can get at My Pet Chicken. And I'll have links to all the things that I'm mentioning in this video down in the description. But this one is awesome because it just senses the daylight. When the sun starts to come up, the door automatically opens. And when the sun goes down, it automatically shuts. And it has to be dark. So that way your chickens have plenty of time in order to get back inside. And you can also program it yourself. So it's really simple to use. It runs on AA batteries, and I haven't replaced them yet. And it's been over a year since I've had this. So overall, I would give it a solid A+. We haven't had any more incidents, and it's open and shut every single day and every single night without me having to do anything. The third feature that I absolutely love is having amazing access into your chicken coop. And if you've been looking around on YouTube for a while, on different chicken coop designs or just inspiration for your chicken coop, you've probably noticed that I have gotten a lot of inspiration myself from Carolina Coops. They are the masters at building chicken coops, and I've simply watched a lot of their videos and got a lot of ideas and implemented them in my own designs to get very similar results on a DIY budget. So these access doors allow me to not only gain entry into the chicken coop very easily, they're nice and wide open. I can easily get into the coop and stretch in if I need to, but I've also built ventilation right into the doors. So these are hung on their own hinges here. And I've also put some hardware cloth so that way I can leave the ventilation open and don't have to worry about predators being able to get into the chicken coop. And I simply just use this little piece of PVC to prop this open, and it works great. A lot of people worry about their chickens getting too cold, especially at night in the winter. But chickens actually have an elevated body temperature and they can withstand a lot colder temperatures than we think. One of the most important things that we can provide them inside of their coop is ventilation. So you notice I have windows in the front there, and this allows air to easily come in and out of the chicken coop and refresh it. We don't want stale, stagnant air, especially with them doing most of their pooping at night. They're gonna be creating a lot of droppings, which are gonna off gas, and we wanna make sure we can get all of that stuff out to keep the respiratory systems healthy. The fourth feature that I love is their clean out door. And you can see this folds down and allows me to pull all of their bedding material out and into a wheelbarrow at a lower level. This clean out door is exactly the same height as the floor. So that means there is a seamless transition out of the chicken coop. That means none of this bedding is going to get stuck in any cracks or crevices. It makes it really, really easy to clean out this chicken coop. And since I'm utilizing the deep litter method, which means that I just put a base layer of hemp bedding at the bottom from Eaton Pet and Pasture, the chickens do their droppings at night. I come out every day or so and just add a sprinkling of more hemp bedding on the top. And over time, that slowly starts to compost and break down into some amazing material. I just take that, throw it into my compost pile, mix it with some garden scraps, and I've created some amazing compost that I can add to my garden, keeping everything more sustainable, keeping the fertility on the property, and my garden absolutely loves it. Since I'm utilizing the deep litter method inside of this chicken coop, the fifth feature is extremely important. And even if you're not, it makes cleaning out the chicken coop really easily. And that is this sheet vinyl flooring that you could see going all the way around the chicken coop. I found the cheapest one that I could find at Home Depot and laid it down in my chicken coop. And vinyl is so great because it repels moisture and nothing really sticks to it. So when I go ahead and actually clean out my chicken coop, everything just slides off really easily. And what I did when I built this coop was basically make a box. And you could see the ledge that goes all the way around. So the vinyl completely covers the bottom of the coop, and it also goes up on the sides and over the top. So you can see all of the bedding is built up here. We're almost at a foot deep of bedding in some spots. And that's exactly what you want for successful deep litter composting. Staying inside the chicken coop, the sixth feature that I love are the nesting bars. And I made them completely removable, which makes them really easy to clean. I just use some deck joist cleats, screwed those in to the framing of the chicken coop, slid the 2x4 in, and now I can easily slide them in and out to clean them as needed. In order to secure them, I did throw a screw through the cleat, but you could easily remove that and take out the nesting bar, and that way the cleats will stay in the exact same place. So you don't have to worry about making sure that when you reinstall it, the nesting bar is going to be in the wrong position or it's going to be a little off-centered. I actually want all of my nesting bars to be at the same height because chickens generally do like to roost as high as possible. So in order to get rid of any of those dominance or hierarchy issues, I just made them all the same height and the chickens seem happy. The seventh and final feature that I love about this chicken coop is having an area underneath the chicken coop. If you've had chickens for any period of time, you probably realize them finding different shaded spaces to hide or under trees, shrubs. They love going under the deck when I let them out of their large chicken run area back here. They just love being in the shade. There's a couple reasons. As I said before, they have that elevated temperature, so they actually don't like being really hot, and it's better for them to be under that shaded area. Second, it allows them to escape from any predators. My rooster is great at warning all of the hens that, hey, I see something up above, and you can just see them scramble underneath of the chicken coop to stay safe. And also, it actually kind of creates some sort of draft underneath of the chicken coop, and it provides more ventilation for them. So it's extremely beneficial on those hot days. You can see them going under there and you just see their feathers kind of fluffing and ruffling themselves. And I also like to provide them food, their water, so they have everything that they need in order to live fantastic lives. Well, that's gonna sum things up for this video. And if you're looking to build a chicken coop or maybe upgrade yours in the future, I hope this video provided you some inspiration. I put a lot of time and thought and effort into designing and building this chicken coop to make it luxurious, not only for me, make the maintenance simple, but for my chickens as well. And I've got a few other ideas and some more luxury features that I want to add to my chicken coop this year. So if you want to stay up to date on all the different builds that we're doing around the garden and the homestead, maybe see some live chicks be born right here in our own nesting boxes, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.